If lately you've been thinking that the world is on fire and there's nothing you can do about it, you need to know that you're not alone. You also need to know that it doesn't have to be this way.
Extreme weather events driven by climate change, biodiversity loss, the loss of nutrient-rich soils, skyrocketing rates of health complications, lockdowns, disrupted supply chains. It seems that regardless of the topic, the headlines have been getting worse and worse, and our future is looking bleaker and bleaker by the day.
If all of this negative information has you feeling powerless and overwhelmed, you're going to want to mark your calendar for October 15th, 16th, and 17th, where we're hosting the Hope, Knowledge, and a Plan online summit.
We've rounded up some of the world's greatest permaculture practitioners, environmental educators, and sustainably minded folks to provide some much needed hope, an abundance of knowledge, and a plan to thrive on this dynamic planet we call home. Come awaken the regenerative superhero within you as you're guided through the what, the how, and the why of permaculture over an inspiration-packed weekend.
We're all in this together, and the time to act is now. The summit is completely free to register and to attend. And in addition to all of the information that's going to be delivered over these 3 days, our sponsor, New Society Publishers, is giving heaps of prizes away that we'll be doling out to people in the audience. Now, let's talk about the summit.
The first day of the summit will explore the question of what is permaculture? And you'll be hearing from Robin Michelle Avis on their permaculture journey from backyard to broadacre, Graham Bell on planning with the planet, people, and plants in mind, Jen Noble on where permaculture can take you, Dan Chiras on building a life dedicated to a sustainable future, and Ramis Kent on working with local farmers to regenerate community. The second day will answer the question of how do you do permaculture? And you'll be learning from Rosemary Morrow and Starhawk on earth activism and the Emergency Fund for Afghan Relief, Carmen Lamoureux on nurturing abundance with urban permaculture, Natalie Pepin on how to overcome barriers to bring your family's food chain back to home, Mark Krawchuk on crafting a life steeped in permaculture, Stefan Sokobiak on how to design a permaculture lab, and Penny Livingston on how to get started in permaculture. On the last day of the summit, we'll be tackling the question of why do permaculture? To really drive the point home, we've got John D. Liu speaking on restoring the earth as the great work of our time, Rob Avis on regenerating the planet by 2047, Andrew Millison on why restoring watersheds is integral to our survival as a civilization, Dakota Cohen on why disguising your farm as an ecosystem regenerates the planet, Judith D. Schwartz on the ever-growing global ecosystem restoration movement, and Warren Brush on permaculture's contribution to regeneration, resilience, and hope. On top of that, each day we'll have a panel discussion that explores the fundamental question of the day.
In order to solve the biggest problems in the world, you need the most creative minds. But it's a psychological fact that when our minds are under duress or stress or overwhelmed, the prefrontal cortex shuts down, which means that creative process is eliminated. Come on out to this 3-day event that is completely free and fill your brain with hope, knowledge, and a plan. Last time we had over 45,000 people show up to the summit, and this time we're hoping to get over 100,000 people. We've worked our butts off to bring out some of the best people on the planet to provide you with the information that you need right now in order to start changing the world in your little part of the world, wherever that happens to be. It starts right outside your back door, it starts in your community, it starts on your farm, and we're here to help you, to provide you with the tools and the resources and the people to make that happen. So come on out to the event. I'll leave a link on how you can sign up down below, and I hope to see you guys there.